Bren School is one of just these unique places where we've got this melting pot of students that come with different disciplines, different ideas, and that's the beauty of the school. My name's Ty Brent. I'm a fourth year PhD here at the Bren School of Environmental Science and Management, and I specialize in snow hydrology and remote sensing.
There are a lot of really great environmental science graduate programs out there. I think I applied to 9 schools. I chose Bren because they're very interested in solutions. All of our coursework is backed up by science, but really aims to how can we solve these environmental problems. My name is Kristen Boyson. I'm a second year MESM here at Bren. I'm specializing in conservation planning and energy and climate.
I have an engineering degree in biotechnology. I studied that for 4 years, and then I worked for a biotech company where I worked in a lab. And when I was looking for programs for my graduate degree, I realized the need and the importance of having management skills. So that's one more thing that really attracted me towards Bren, was that it had both science and management, and a win was that it's in California, so the weather is great here.
I bike to school every day. It's about 3 or 4 miles to campus. I ride past this beautiful estuary that in the wintertime is full of water, and there's a ton of migrating birds that come through. It's the place I've seen the most number of egrets in my whole life, like just thousands of egrets sometimes. And I'm a bird nerd, so I really appreciate the ducks and the shorebirds, and it's really lovely. And then I go right past the beach, and Bren is like the first building I hit when I get to campus.
I really like how the professors here in Bren are so approachable, and that their classes are so applicable to either real-world research or real-world clients. And I feel that's a very important thing to have in a graduate program.
One of the core classes that we have to take here at Bren is environmental law, taught by Jim Salzman. Jim is an awesome lecturer and really knows his stuff. He brings in great readings we all have to do and cold calls us to discuss law cases that we've read about and describe how they all interact.
Penalties associated with that.
One of the key things to be able to balance your work in Bren and being able to enjoy the environment around is working in groups. The way the Bren program is structured is that it takes into account everybody's interdisciplinary nature. So if you are a person who comes in with a technical background and you're trying to finish an econ assignment, it's best to work in the commons where you know there might be other people who can help you out. So that really helped me in finishing my assignments on time and also being able to do more fun things after school hours.
Santa Barbara is this amazing place to live. We've got the mountains that are just minutes away. We've got the ocean that here at Bren is literally just down the stairs. But the beautiful thing about living here is you can just let the screen go dark and you can just go play for a couple of minutes, clear the mind, and usually that's when the best answers come to light.
One of my very favorite things about Bren is how close it is to the ocean, and so sometimes during lunch you have an hour off and I can jump into the ocean, do a quick surf, do a quick swim, and be back before my next class.
I'll meet you by the tree of broken glass, where the hope that anything could last. So let's go.
Part of my work is being a teaching assistant, and one of the courses that I have taught is the Earth System Science class, which is the core class for some of the master's students that are incoming. Part of getting a master's is not just plug and chug and get through. It's how do you engage with the material, how do you make it your own so that when you leave, you can always go back to it. And that's the idea behind this course. It's really amazing when you put it all together and you see them starting to get it. And that's what makes teaching actually really fun here at the Bren School. Just in the lecture today, I went to Iceland, I went to the Indus River in Pakistan and India and the Himalayas, and it's just, teaching this stuff is always so much fun because there's so much going on.
Being an international student, I really had to think about how I was going to finance my education. And Bren really helped me in my first year, where I was given a recruitment incentive which covered my tuition fee for the first year. And now for my second year, what I'm doing is TA-ships, which pay for my second half of the fees.
It's surprising me how great of a community I have found here. From the first day you get on campus during orientation all the way through your group projects and class gifts, there's a big emphasis on your classmates, the faculty, and the staff, and how we all interact on this campus.
Even when students who are not part of Bren, my friends, hear about this word Brenny, they're always excited because they think such a big community, so many events, so much collaboration. It feels good to be a part of such a system.
Everyone at Bren works really long hours and they work really hard, but they're also very willing to stop and talk, and it makes for such a great and supportive community.
We're such a diversified department. I mean, we've got economists, we've got snow hydrologists, we've got political scientists, fisheries scientists. I mean, seemingly these don't all fit together, but when you take those pieces out and you just put friends together, that's when you find those unique solutions, and that's when you find sort of the most interesting ideas that come about as a result of that.
I'll be here
And the biggest thing, the alumni network is so tightly knit. When I move on in my career, it's like I feel like there's just these arms around me that are helping me move forward in my career.
Having these friendships so that you can reach across the table later on and say, hey, I'm working on this. What are you working on? Oh, we've got some places where we can kind of collaborate and bridge.
It's a really special place, and I think that the Bren program creates this community that will last through the rest of our careers.